Welcome back to Art of Mastery. Today's subject, we're going to be talking about foam rolling and fitness. It's staggering the amount of people today who suffer from lower back issues, knee pains, calf pains, chronic fatigue, chronic migraines, etc. All of these not only make exercise and reaching your goal difficult, but if left unchecked, they can lead to many more severe complications. Oftentimes, people may resort to medication for pain relief, but this would only be masking a greater problem, as the problem could be rooted, and usually is rooted, in muscular imbalance. So, just below your skin is what's known as the fascia, which wraps and connects your muscle, bones, nerves, and blood vessels of the body. From your daily grind, your fascia often develops tightness and knots in the particular area that you obviously use the most. These knots are also referred to as myofascial trigger points, or just trigger points. They are called trigger points because they're responsible for the myofascial pain. So basically, your health is greatly affected by what you do the most. So figure if you spend a lot of time walking, you're building up all these knots in your muscles. What are you doing to undo that? And then you go to work the next day and you do the same thing. You build up those same knots, and this is where pain occurs. These knots in the fascia create more than just localized tightness. What it actually does is that after a certain time, it creates a pull. Imagine that the entire body, in order to create movement, the entire body needs to work together to create movement. So this is referred to as the kinetic chain. And needless to say, if one muscle is too tight, it creates an imbalance in the entire body, resulting in pain. Thankfully, there's the foam roller. And there are many other myofascial release tools, but today, I'm just going to go over this one. Now, a myofascial release is a self-massage to get out those knots we were talking about. It's a simple way of resetting your body without having to go to a masseuse, a chiropractor, or a physical therapist. You can just pick up one of these bad boys and apply pressure to wherever you're feeling that pain. And of course, later on, I'm going to be doing a series on exactly how to release certain parts of the body. But the main point of this video is to inform you that just as there is an active phase in an exercise, in exercise and reaching your goal, there is a resting phase, a recovery phase, but there's also a preparatory phase. So there are 3 stages to exercising properly, at least I believe so. There's the preparation stage, number 1, which involves stretching and foam rolling, getting out those knots, resetting your body, making sure that you're warm. Your warm-ups count in that too. I also put diet in the preparation stage because if you didn't eat the proper things at the proper time before your workout, it becomes more difficult for you to work out. Then step 2 in exercising properly is your actual workout routine, which most people usually have their own, whatever they want to do. That's not that hard to figure out. Then the 3rd step is recovery, which is often neglected by most people. Recovery is not just going home and sleeping 6, 7, 8 hours. When you work out, you definitely have to get your 8 hours. But recovery is eating the proper foods as well. And foam rolling again. The reason I say foam rolling before and after the workout is because if you've had knots to begin with and you foam roll, then you go work out, you're getting those knots again. And then you're just walking around with those, you're just building up more and more on the same muscles you're using all the time. So I would say the best way to be effective with the foam roller is to be consistent. Consistency is always key. Tune in next time for more tips from Art of Mastery. Thanks for watching. For more tips on how to train the mind and body to better serve the consciousness, subscribe to Art of Mastery. And remember, fitness isn't a trend, it's a lifestyle.